Comedian FunnyMaine back for another week of college football, and who could have predicted what was going to take place last week? It was pure calamity, all right, all across the college football landscape and the top 10. So, yeah, this week, now we got to see how teams are going to react. Will they bounce back? Will they dip even further? I don't know. I'm just a fan, not an analyst. Fanalyst is on right now, week number 7. Turn it all the way up. Can Mississippi State upset Georgia? Look, I think a certain team beating another certain team last week has got people all hopeful, but no. Georgia's got too many athletes. Mississippi State is on a 4-game losing streak. They just don't know how to put together wins, so give me Georgia in this one. Does Florida State turn it around and make a bowl game? Well, they're 1-5 right now. They got to win 5 more to get into a bowl game. I looked at their schedule outside of Charleston Southern. It's all ACC conference opponents. I don't see it. Nope. Let's get ready for next year, Florida State. My thoughts on Ole Miss LSU. This is going to be a very interesting game. Both have had a hiccup, but outside of that, they've been playing really, really well. Ole Miss bounced back after their loss. LSU has bounced back after their early season loss. This is going to be a good one. I think LSU may have a little bit more defense than Ole Miss can handle, though. Kentucky Vandy, not a game that a lot of people had circled on their calendar at the beginning of the year, but what Vandy did to Bama last week and Kentucky having an upset, everybody's probably going to see, can Vandy keep it going, or will Kentucky, can they start a little streak going? So I'll be watching. I don't have a prediction for this one, but I'll definitely be paying attention. Will the Tennessee Vols beat Florida? Yes. Does Penn State get a win on the coast out of Southern California? USC is not the USC of last year with Caleb Williams, but they are pretty good. But I just think Penn State is going to have a little more firepower. I'll take the Nittany Lions in this one. Will there be another top 10 ranked upset? I don't want to say yay or nay, but I will say if it is, thunder and lightning is going to roll. It's going to be a crazy time in college football. Yep, Red River rivalry. Say that 3 times a week. And I know Texas got revenge on their mind for what happened last year. I think they're ready. I think they're locked in and ready to stay in that top 5 and go ahead and make that playoff push. So I'm going to take Texas in this one. What does Bama's defense most need to improve for the rest of the season? They got to mix up the play calling. I've watched so many breakdowns of what went wrong during the Vanderbilt game, and they were just very predictable. I would say that. So it's not that they need new players. They got great athletes, but the defense coordinator, he's got to dial it up. He's got to mix it up, show some different looks. That's what they got to improve on. And the number one question that y'all have asked me this week, Oregon or Ohio State. Let me just say this. I know I've made a few predictions already, but all of the East Coast teams traveling out to the West Coast, be very, very careful. A lot of East Coast teams has traveled out there this year and kind of struggled, kind of got lulled to sleep by the mountains and the beauty and all that. So just be locked in. Every East Coast team that's going out west, I think that Ohio State has enough to beat Oregon. But again, be very, very careful going out there to the West Coast. Cannot wait to sit in front of the TV all day tomorrow. Just going to start with game day, work my way all the way down through some great games. Really interested to see how some of these teams are going to bounce back from what happened last week. See which teams are going to keep trending as we get closer and closer to clearing up not only the playoff picture, but the conference championship picture. So I'll be watching. Comedian FunnyMaine. I am a fan, not an analyst. Fanalyst. I'll see y'all again next Friday.